Do you believe stocks are not based on evaluations, earning overall value, company, and rather based on algorithms? Well, I mean, that's all part of it. Fundamentals are part of it. Algorithms are part of it. It's just to what degree. And I would argue that fundamentals are a part of the equation to a far lesser degree now than, say, 20 years ago. I mean, look at all the meme stocks. Come on. You're going to argue that's based on fundamentals? No chance, right? Look at Tesla. I mean, look at any of these. You can say Tesla's a great company. Okay, that's fine, but you can't really justify, at least you couldn't justify the price based on the fundamentals, for heaven's sakes. I mean, look at all these companies that don't even make profit. Okay, how are you say, well, in the future, they're going to make a lot of profit. Okay, great, but that's not really pricing it based on the fundamentals of today. And, someone that was in the business world, and I never was involved with a publicly traded company, but just little teeny businesses. Just like, I mean, I never had any, but like small businesses that were under 20 million in revenue. And for those types of businesses that I would look at, if the guy was selling a dry cleaner or something, okay. And if he's selling that business, I'm going to talk to the broker, I'm going to get the financials, and I'm going to offer a price for that business based on the last 3 years of financials, based on the profit, the real. How much are you putting in your pocket? I'll give you a multiple of that. Now, if he comes to me and says, oh my gosh, George, but they're building all these incredible neighborhoods in the area. There's a lot of development. There's a lot of rental properties going in, blah, 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 blah. And that means that the revenue for this dry cleaner is going to absolutely skyrocket. And therefore, what you should do is you should completely ignore the fact that I've made $250,000 every year over the last 3 years and just assume that in the next 3 years, I'm going to make $1 million a year and then pay me the price based on that $1 million. See, when I say it like that, you'd be like, huh? No, F you, buddy. Like, what are you talking about? No, I'm not going to pay you on what's going to happen in the future. Who knows? I'm going to pay you on what you're making right now, financials. But for some reason, when you put that in terms of Tesla, you're like, oh, well, of course, everyone's going to drive these EVs and everyone's going to do this. And this is the trend, and this is the way the political winds are blowing, and this is the way the consumer winds are blowing, and therefore you got to hop on this bandwagon. No, but why would you pay a price for something based on what they might do in the future? No. You pay the price on what you did this year. And at least that's the way I look at it. So maybe that's old, antiquated. Maybe that's a stupid way to do things. But again, way off on a tangent here. But that's, in my opinion, looking at fundamentals. So you ask yourself, how many of the market participants have that mindset? And I would argue very few. So you've got to look at capital flows. You've got to look at, yes, algorithms. You've got to look at just what is fashionable. And you've got to look at psychology of the market. You've got to, is that YOLO trade still on? And so when does that usually end? Well, that ends when you're at the bottom of a bear market. So, I mean, just the other day, Dogecoin went up by like 30% in 10 minutes because Elon Musk turned the Twitter logo into a Dogecoin, like that dog head, and the price went up by like 30%. Okay, that's how you tell that we're still in a market environment where psychology is very risk on. There's a lot of froth in the market. When you're at the bottom of a bear market, or when you're at the bottom of a recession, you don't see that. Elon Musk could turn the logo of Twitter into anything and it wouldn't matter. In fact, people probably sell. That's when you know you're at the bottom of a recession, or the bottom of a depression, or a bear market, in this case with stocks. And so that's when fundamentals do matter, right? But we're not even close to that right now. Now, will we be by the end of 2023? Possibly. If you're looking at the yield curve, we'll have to wait and see how it plays out.